If it comes up, I'm going to hang up on you two now.
Part 2, Year 1 ST. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Are you posting it, Kim?
Hello, have I got you back? Hello, 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 chickadees, are you with me? Chickadees, are you with me? Tell me if you're there. I lost you. I've been feeling very, very lonely this morning. Come join me. Come and join me over on this link. Come and join me. Come and join me. Let me see if you're there. Say hello if you have joined me. Say hello if you have joined me. Because I have been feeling very, very lonely this morning. Rexy and I are here. Are you joined us? Have you joined us? Hello, hello. Are you here with us? Have you joined us? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Rexy wants to know, is there anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Have you jumped over? Have you jumped over and joined me? I can't see any chat coming up to say that you're there yet. Any chat saying that you're there? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, yay, yay. Bex is very excited. Woo! I've got some people. I am so sorry. This internet is really letting us down. Here you come, here you come. You are so good for crossing over. You are such amazing pupils. You are such amazing pupils. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Look, Rex is giving himself a pat on the back. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're back. Fantastic. Okay, right. Let's get on. Enough of this Wi-Fi faffing around. This internet letting us down. Enough, 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 I say. Enough, enough, enough. Let's see if we can get the new link going now and we can get on. So, I was trying to ask you a question, but I was very lonely because there was nobody there. So let's just get straight on. Now we're here. So let's look at this activity here. Can you give me a multiplication fact that would fit in here? Oh, don't panic because we're here, lovely ones. Can you give me a multiplication fact that fits in here? So let's get straight down to maths then, okay? Give me something that would fit in here. Let me have my first maths answer of the day. Something that would fit in here. Look, it's going from smallest to greatest. 2 times 10, 9 times 10. Give me a multiplication fact. Something times 10. Write it as a multiplication fact that would fit in here. It's got to be bigger than 2 times 10 and less than 9 times 10. So can you give me an answer that would come in there, please? Okay, waiting for some answers to come through. Waiting for some answers to come through. Oh, bigger. It's got to be bigger. Okay, something's got to come between. So it can't be 2 times 10 because that's already there. So it's got to come in. Okay, it's got to come in there. Yeah? So bigger than 2 times 10, smaller than 9 times 10. An in-betweeny, an in-betweeny. Good try, an in-betweeny. Let me see clever clogs. Let's have a look at my chickadees, how awake you're feeling today. You've jumped around the internet with me, so brilliant. Oh, well done. Somebody's really thinking very, very carefully. Well done. Somebody gave an answer, thought, no, I can see that's not what you're asking for, and then did it again. So well done. Okay, so it's got to be bigger than 2 times 10 and smaller than 9 times 10. Well done. Good thinkers. You've both said 3 times 10. That could work. Or 4 times 10 could work. Or 5 times 10. Or, well done. Yeah. Or 6 times 10. Or 7 times 10. Or 8 times 10. But not 9 times 10 because that's already there. Okay. So well done. Well done. Excellent. 5 times 10 works too. Let's have a look at this one now. We've got 0 times 10 and 2 times 10. Not so many options here. What could go in here? Something between 0 times 10 and 2 times 10. What's the answer? Not so many possibilities here. Well done. For those people answering the previous one, what could go in here? Brilliant. Now we're going. Now the maths lesson has started. Yay. What could go in here? Well done. Good thinking. Somebody's on the ball today. And I know you're one of our regulars. So fantastic. Really on the ball today. You swapped over, and another one of our regulars. Well done. You've swapped over and you are on the board. You are awake. Brilliant. Any more answers going to go in there? Any more suggestions? Yeah. Okay. There is only one answer for there. 1 times 10. Let's come down here. So we have got 1 times 10 and we've got 6 times 10. What could go in there? Great efforts. Brilliant. Great start to the week. What could go in there? It's got to be smaller than 1 times 10. So what could go in there? Again, not loads of possibilities. Have a think. Have a think. It's got to be less than 1 times 10. What is less than 1 times 10? What is less than 1 times 10? What is less? Ooh, not 10 times 10. Might have been a little bit of a typo error. Oh, but you are very awake today, aren't you? You are very awake today. Well done. Well done. Have a look. Think the only thing that could go in there is 0 times 10 because it is less than 1 times 10. So keeping it all positive, that's what could go. So we've got 2 answers to think about now with this last one. I'm going to hold it up because I like to be able to see you all. I'm going to have to cross that over like that so you can see very carefully. So oops-a-daisy. Ah, there we go. So in this last one, there's the smallest, there's the greatest. Give me a multiplication factor that could go here. Yeah, yay indeed. Yee. Give me a multiplication fact that could go in there. Well done, well done. Give me a multiplication fact that could go in there. Yeah. Give me one that could go in there. It's got to be smaller than 5 times 10. Give me one that could go in. Yep, 4 times 10 works. That's right. 4 times 10. Anybody else got any other suggestions? Any other suggestions? Because 4 times 10 works, but there's more than one possibility now, isn't there? It's got to be smaller than 5 times 10. So 4 times 10. Yeah, could be 3 times 10, 2 times 10. Yeah, exactly. 1 times 10, 0 times 10 could go in there. Yeah. Now let's come over here. Oh, lots of possibilities here. Something that is bigger than 5 times 10. Let's have a look how big your minds are thinking today. What times 10 could go in here? Bigger, yeah, 6. Very cautious, 6. Blow your mind. Come on, what else could go in here? There's not 7. Yep. Anybody think of something really big that could go in there? Because there's not an end point. It just has to be bigger than 5 times 10. Could be 100 times 10. Could be 1,000,000 times 10. Because all it's asked here is that it's got to be bigger than 5 times 10. Let me see the biggest one that you could put in. Somebody do a really big whopper. Somebody put a really big one in for me. Let me see a big number. Oh, 100 times 10. Nice. Somebody going to go higher than 100 times 10? Somebody feeling really brave to go higher than 100 times 10? Somebody feeling really brave? Or is that as big as we're going to go today? Thank you, Miss Nicole. That's as much as we feel ready for. 1,000. Oh no, it's still times 10. Still times 10. So how many zeros have you got there? It's very small on the chat. Looks like there's 10 million times. It's got to still be by 10. Ooh, we're going with other facts as well. Well done. We were brave and we did think of bigger numbers. Okay, so I sent you another one to think of here. Okay, so let's have a little look at this one. Let's have a little look at this one. Find different ways of solving lots of 3. Find different ways of solving lots of 3. What does this array show us? What does this array? Now, if we're counting the columns, remember we did this last time, the columns are like columns that hold a building up. They are the vertical lines. So there are lots of 3s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lots of 3. So one way we could write this array is by saying it's 6 lots of 3. So we could write the array as 6 lots of 3. What's the other multiplication equation that we could write for this array? It's not 3 times 3, because 3 times 3 does not come to 18. There are 6 lots of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 lots of 3. 3 lots of 3 is 9. 6 lots of 3. Now we could write 3 lots of 3 plus 3 lots of 3. That's another way we could write it. We could write 3 lots of 3 plus 3 lots of 3. Somebody's gone for the division. Somebody's gone for there are 18 in total. And if you split 18 into 3 groups, that's looking at the rows, you get 6 in each group. Yep, brilliant. So you could do that. You could do 3 lots of 3 plus 3 lots of 3. Who could think of another way of doing that? Who could finish this equation off for me? Who could finish this equation off? If I did 5 lots of 1, no, Miss Nicole, 5 lots of 3. So if I did 5 lots of 3 plus a multiplication, what would that be? Altogether, I have 6 lots of 3. But if I did 5 lots of 3 plus a multiplication, what would this be? What would this be? 5 lots of 3 plus what times what? 5 lots of 3. Yeah, somebody's expanded into repeated addition. Well done. Yeah, the division key, not all of the computers have a division key. So you might have to just do the forward slash that looks a little bit like, so you might have to do, like that. Okay, without a division key, you might have to use that, which sort of looks like a fraction and does mean the same thing. 18 over 3 is 6. Okay. So can anybody tell me what would go in here if we had 5 lots of 3 plus something? What would go in there? I haven't seen it come up yet in the answers. Okay, let's have a little look on the board. So we have got this array here. Let's put this array up for us to see. There is that array. And that's going to sort of stick. I've got another little thing under there. I'm going to stick it this way, like this. I'll put a little bit of blue tack on both of them. Because I just want to show you how you can write arrays in different ways. And this will also help you if you know one, like if you know your 3 times table, but you don't know your 6 times table. It just shows you how you can be a little bit tricky. So we have got 6 lots of 3 there, and we know there are 18 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lots of 3. So we've also got 5 lots of 3 plus 1 lot of 3 equals 18. We can split it like that. So finish this off for me then. 3 times 3 plus what? Based on this array, I've shown 3 lots of 3. What haven't I shown? 3 times 3 plus something times something equals 18. Based on that array. What have we got there? 3 times 3 plus what? 3 times 3 plus what? Okay, write it as a times. Okay, 3 plus 3 plus what? 3 plus 3. 3 times 3. 3 times 3. What have we got? Okay, 3 times 3. We've got a lot of reflection today, haven't we? It's been a very sunny day out there. So we would also then have, I'm going to put that in a different color so you can see it. 3 lots of 3 plus 3 lots of 3. So we can just split it up. 3 lots of 3 plus 3 lots of 3. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So 3 3s plus 3 3s is 18. Because 9 and 9 is 18. 5 3s are 15 plus 1 3. 15 and 3 is 18. So we can split arrays up in that way as well. We can split arrays up in that way as well. Now, another tricky one that I set you for homework. Oh, it's on the other side of this. So let's have a little look at this problem. Well done, well done. Let's have a little look at this problem. Now, there's an array, but part of it is hidden. So we can see the 3 lots of 2 or 2 lots of 3, depending on whether you're counting the rows first. So if we did the rows first, 1 row, 2 row, each with 1, 2, 3 in them. If we did the columns first, 1, 2, 3 columns, each with 2. So we can say that's either 3 2s or 2 3s, depending on what we're doing. So the total is less than 16. What could the array be? The total is less than 16. So what could be hidden in here? What could be hidden in there? What could be hidden in there? What could be hidden? What could be hidden? So let's draw it up on the screen so we can see it nice and big. So we can see this. We can see this. But we don't know what's in there. Now we know that the total is less than 15. We know the total is less than 15. So it could be an array of 12. So it could be 6 lots of 2. Well, something's hidden. It's going to be more than 6. So it could be 6 lots of 2. It could be 5 lots of 2. It could be 10. Yeah, it could be 10. There could be another 2 lots of 2 to make 10. There could be another 3 lots of 2 to make 12. It's less than 15. So there could be another 4 lots of 2 to make 14, couldn't there? 7 lots of 2. It's not going to be 13 because that's the array. That's the array. And it's only this bit that is missing. It's only this bit that is missing. Okay. So they were some brain teasers to wake us up today. So let's take that off now. Okay, and then we're going to look at some other arrays and some sharing. So as much as I really love to feel like I'm talking to you because I'm looking at you, actually I do know that we can see much more clearly when I drop you down. So let me have a little look at what we're going to do now. So we are going to do some arrays. I am going to make an array for you, and I want you to write the array that I am making, okay? Don't worry about the colors. It's the quantities, okay? So I am going to show an array here, and I want you to write what array I have shown here. Okay, I'm just finishing off now, putting my array out. Here we go, get ready. So I want you to write the 2 multiplication equations that show this array. The 2 multiplication equations that show this array. Okay, I'm going to drop you down so you can see it. Hey, lots of ticks and emojis and nice symbols. So the 2 multiplication equations that show this array. Can you write them for me, please? The 2 multiplication equations that show this array. Okay. The 2 multiplication equations that show this. Oh, let's just get you a little bit aligned. That show this array. Let's have a little look. Okay, I want both of them. So one that starts by counting the rows first and then the columns, and then the other one will be the columns first and then the rows. Don't mind which way around they are, but I want to see both multiplications. Both multiplications. Doesn't change the total. The total is the same because we have not taken away or added anything. So here they come. Let's have the answer as well, please. 5 times 4 equals the whole equation. Let's finish off the equation. Well done. Okay, I just want the multiplication equations. I'm going to ask for the division ones in a moment. Let's have the multiplication ones, okay? Let's have the multiplication ones. Multiplication, they're both multiplication ones. Yeah? So we can count the columns first. Remember, the columns are the vertical lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. How many is in each column? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 5 columns of 4. So 5 times 4 equals 20. We could count the rows first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So both multiplication equations from the same array. Now, let's imagine these are nice, healthy apricots. Okay? I did sweeties last time, and you're so health conscious. People would say, no, we can't have that many sweets. These are nice, healthy apricots. And I have got some friends coming. Now, if I had 20 friends come in, because how many apricots would they get each? If I have 20 friends come in, how many apricots would they get each? 20 friends. 20 friends come in. 20 friends. How many would they get each? How many would they get each? If I had 20 friends come in. There are 20 of them. How many would they get each? No, it's not a new pen. 20 friends. How many would they get each? Let's see some answers coming through. Hopefully the chat hasn't frozen. Yay, here we come, here we come, here we come, here we come. Now, if I had to share those up between 20, there are 20 of them. So each friend would get 1 each. Okay, each friend would get 1 each because there are 20 apricots. So there's 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 20. They would get 20 each. Now, here come my other friends. Here they come. I'm going to introduce some Lego minifigures. We have been so brilliant at focusing on maths, especially with that disruption earlier. I want to make sure that we still focus on the maths. We don't get too excited about the Lego minifigures, okay? Otherwise, I won't be able to use them because they make you too excited. So here my friends come. Here they come to my party. Okay, here my friends come. That's the number of friends I've got. How many apricots could they get each? How many apricots could they get each? How many apricots could they get? How many apricots could those friends get each? Now think about your multiplication. How many friends are there? Which of those multiplications could help you to share out? Now there are 5 friends, and we know there are 5 columns. So there you go. If that's your column, and that's your column, and that's your column, and that's your column, and that's your column, how many do they get each? They get 4 each because 5 4s are 20. That's how our tables help us. Can you write the division? Can you write the division equation for that sharing? So you start off with 20. You are sharing them, that 20, amongst 5. How many did they get each? Tell that sharing in a maths way for me. Tell that sharing in a maths way. Let me see the sharing. Let me see the division equation for that, please. Let me see the division equation. There were 20 apricots. They were shared amongst 5 friends, and they got 4 each. Tell me that story in a maths equation, please. Tell me that story in a maths equation. Tell me that story in a maths equation. Okay, tell me that story in a maths equation. Have I seen it come up yet? I haven't seen it come up and I don't know whether that's because of lag. So there were 20 apricots, 20 in total, and they were shared by 5 people. They were shared amongst 5 people. Okay, I asked for the division, the sharing equation. There were 20 in total. They were shared amongst 5. So they got 4 each. 20 shared by 5 is 4. 20 shared by 5, shared into 5 equal groups, is 4 in each group. 5 equal groups. There's 1 group. There's 2 groups. There's 3 groups. There's 4 groups. There's 5 groups. They each got 4 in each group. I'll stand them at the top of their groups so that you can see the quantities clearly. Okay, I stand them at the top of their groups so you can see the quantities clearly. So 20, there's 20 altogether, shared amongst 5 gives 4 each. 20 shared amongst 5 gives 4 each. Well done. Somebody's done 20 shared by 5, but make sure you finish it off. Well done for using the /. Well done. Just make sure you use your equals to say how it finished, okay? Now that is because 5 4s are 20. 5 4s are 20. There's 5 4s, they come to 20. Have 20, share it by 5. There's 4 in each group. Okay, that is the corresponding multiplication. 5 4s are 20. So if you share 20 by 5, there's going to be 4 in each group. Because if you make 5 groups from 20, you will get 4 in each group. So if you have 5 people and you've got to share 20, they will get 4 each. That is the relationship. Now, thank you, friends. I hope you all enjoyed your apricots. Now, these are very, very healthy flapjacks. Okay, they're very, very healthy flapjacks. And I have got 4 friends now. Here are my 4 friends. Here we go. Here are my 4 friends. Still got 20 of them. Still got 20 of them. How many will they get each? Can you write the multiplication, sum, and the division equation that go together to tell that math story? 20 amongst 4. Can you write the multiplication equation and the division? So it's 20 shared by 4. How many do they get each? 20 shared by 4. How many do they get each? How many do they get each? I've just written mine over here, and I will share that with you in a moment. Okay, 20 shared by 4. Well done. Brilliant with the answer as well. Fantastic. So yes, they will get 5 each because now we are counting the rows. Write the multiplication and the division sum, please. And the division. Okay, let's have a look. So for this story, let's put them all by their amounts. We are looking at the rows this time. There are 4 of them. So 20 shared amongst 4 people will give you 5 each, because 4 lots of 5 equals 20. So if you have to put 20 into 4 equal groups, you will get 5 in each group, because 4 lots of 5 is 20. So there you have the division and the corresponding multiplication equations. There you have the division and corresponding multiplication equations to tell that story. To tell that story. Okay, I'm going to give you another array, and I'm going to give you another sharing problem with some friends. See if you can write. Let's just focus on the maths. Well done. Just before we finish, you have been so brilliant. I am so proud of you today. I am so proud. So thank you, friends, for coming. Thank you, friends, for coming. Let's have a look. Let's just take you up here so you cannot see what I'm doing down there. Okay, and I'm going to set up another array. So when I set up this array, I want you to show me both multiplication equations and their division partners. So I want you to show me both multiplication equations and their division partners. Okay, so both multiplication and their division. So you might want to write them down on paper first, but I want to see 4 equations, 2 multiplication ones and 2 division ones. Okay, 2 multiplication and 2 division. Here they come. Are you ready? Yep. Are you ready? 2 multiplication, 2 division. That is 4 equations I want to see. Here's your array. Here's your array. So I'm going to write mine over here. I want you to show me 2 multiplication equations and 2 division equations. And if you can show them as partner equations, that will be even better. That will be even better. So I'm going to do my rows first. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my rows first. Then I'm going to work systematically and I'm going to do my columns next. That's how I'm thinking. I'm thinking in rows and then I'm thinking in columns. So that's what I've done. I've done my rows and then I've done my columns. So see if you can try and get them in a row for me, all in one enter. I can see somebody's counted their columns. They're 4 lots of 3. Somebody put the answer. Please remember the answer as well. 4 lots of 3 equals what? Somebody did the 4 lots of 3. Somebody did their columns. There are 4 columns and each column has 3. So somebody did 4. Oh, look at that. Somebody is feeling very awake. Let me just check through that. 4 times 3, 3 times 4, 12 times 4. Oh, well done. Could you give yourselves a big pat on the back? That is amazing. Somebody's just woof, 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 got them all in there straight away. Let me see who else can put some others in there as well. Fantastic. Let's see your equations. Oh, well done. I've got some other. Oh, and somebody else has done it as well. Wow, what brilliant mathematicians. My array. Look, all array. That's array used in a different way, which can mean unorganized. But in a maths way, it means very organized. Brilliant. So let me share. And those people who got all of these, can you give yourselves a big tick? I know somebody has found the tick emoji to use and inserted it, or they've just inserted from the internet, but I want to see a nice emoji. So this is if you count the rows first. 1, 2, 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 times 4 equals 12. 12 put into 3 groups. There's 1 group, there's 2 groups, there's 3 groups. 12 put into 3 groups is 4. So there's one way of writing. If you count the columns first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 columns, 3 in each column, then you get 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 made into 4 groups equals 3. Okay, so there are your corresponding equations. There are your corresponding equations. Okay, so give yourselves a big tick if you got those. Lots of smileys if you got them. If you didn't, have a really good look to make sure that you can see how you get those equations. Okay, before we go, let's have some friends come in. Let's have some friends come in. I'm going to take these equations away. I'm taking these equations away. We have got 12 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends come. How many of these lovely blueberry muffins can they have each? 6 friends. So 6 watts of 12. Think to yourself, times tables, 6 watts of 12. If I make that 12 into 6 groups, how many will I have in each group? 6 watts of 12. Well done. Absolutely amazing. You can have those two. 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 Because 6 twos are 12. 6 twos are 12 really helps me with my maths. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Absolutely amazing. There we go. Yum, 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 yum. Eating those blueberry muffins. Let us leave those eating their blueberry muffins, okay? Thank you so much for jumping over onto the new link. We are so sorry. I think so many people are using YouTube that it struggles with all the usage. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, give us a wave. Give Rexy a wave. Give Rexy a wave. And I must remember, because I haven't been remembering all of the time, I must remember to say a well done, because my daughter, to you for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you for jumping over onto the new link. Thank you for brilliant maths. I think that's one of the best maths lessons we've had. Really good focus. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you for joining us. Brilliant. See you on Thursday when hopefully we will have no glitches. But you're brilliant anyway. You're so good at following the link and jumping over and joining us. So that's amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a really big well done. Rexy saying well done as well. Come on, Rexy. Let's say well done. Yay, well done, well done, well done. Rexy saying well done to you all. And we will see you on Thursday. We will see you on Thursday. And we're going to send some homework, another little problem teaser. If you can manage to do that, that's brilliant. If you can't, don't worry. We'll go through it together. I know some of you have lots of work sent from school as well, from your lovely teachers, and that's absolutely fine, and that must take a priority. But it's really brilliant for you to get involved and to join our live lessons. And it's great to see all your ideas. Brilliant maths thinking today. Well done, chickadees. And I will see you on Thursday. Well done. Thanks for subscribing. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.